It's an honor to be here. I believe this is the fourth time, and I'm so grateful that each time I've committed myself that we're gonna be talking about something deeper, something different. And we're here at the Biohacking Congress, which is all about biohacking, right? All about the physical, mental growth and awareness. And I come from that space quite heavily. But where I really see my space is how do we bring back the soul? How do we bring back the spirit? And ironically, it's amazing right after Lena and also Julia, thank you for bringing the full spectrum of what really life is about. So consciousness expansion. What I've noticed over the period of time is the journey started for me healing myself from the physical level, learning all about, personalized health, biohacking, healing, and beyond. But it wasn't until a little bit later I realized that unless I'm really growing deeply on that spiritual level, on that emotional and mental level, who am I? Why am I here? What else is out there? So what I'm going to share with you, my name is NOA AON, my artist name. NOA means movement, and AON is all or none. And that is my why. Why I came here to Earth is how can we unify the world back into that we mindset so that we don't operate out of that selfish, self-centric environment, but we can give all of this lesson and all of this knowledge away to the other world. Where did I create this? So NOA AON came out of 10 days in complete darkness with no food, no light in the middle of Thailand. And I spent the last 15 years traveling the world and meeting some of the most advanced healers, shamans, gurus, teachers of today's age. And what I did is I brought each and every element and that had a science, that had a backing into these simple tools. How can we repurpose them and reuse them in everyday life? And so that's what we do now. We do retreats, workshops, speeches all around the world to really work with the deeper meaning of why we're here. I don't know if I have a clicker, but I will go to the next right after. Thank you so much. So today, I really want to question, who am I? Who are you? Why are we here? A lot of times we come to Earth and we realize how we're not fulfilled, that there's something, some inner voice keep on talking and asking you, who am I? What is it that makes us human? What is it that truly brings us to this path? And for me, this path started when I was 5 years old. I grew up with shaman. So my mother made us train under a Siberian shaman. And this is, 25 years ago when this wasn't cool. This was kind of weird, right? This was iffy. And what we're seeing in today's world is this massive awakening, this massive questioning. I'm sure for you guys as well, if you spoke about your spirituality and meditation, people would be thinking like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? And now it's becoming this massive movement because this whole world is awakening. And so last time I spoke about something called general awesomeness. So after all of these years, I've brought it into this lifestyle that you can re-listen or watch on the past conferences. What I've learned from this path is that we're really operating out of 3 different levels of existence. Now, the first level starts with the me, meaning yourself. Now, when you look at yourself, it's the individual consciousness. So we've been giving all of these different rights to be. And think about it as you start from one, but you also end with one. Now, when you look at yourself, the me, it's composition of mind, meaning what are your thoughts? What do you think of yourself? How active is your mind? And do you listen to the mind that is that egoic self that just keeps on repeating all day long? Or is there an other mind that you have to fix? And so this journey through transformation that I've been on myself, it's truly became so obvious that if I don't change the way I think about myself and I don't change the way I think about the world, I'm not gonna change. So what I did, and just to keep this short but very important, is find that time for you. What are those thoughts in your life that you continuously keep on repeating? And are those thoughts for your greatest good? Or are those thoughts from the lower vibration, from the lower operation? Meaning, I'm not good enough. I don't know if I can do this. I'm not having enough money to be able to be the way I choose to. And so whenever you have these self-limited doubts and beliefs, it comes from that mind. Then you move into the body, the physical. What I've learned, so I come from an autoimmune issues. I've had Epstein-Barr, chronic fatigue, and all of that because I used to be a professional cyclist. So I race around the world, and it completely busted my immune system. I was about 20 years old when I completely basically woke up in the hospital next day from a race because my body shut down. And so what I've learned and what I've known is that if I don't recalibrate my physical health, I'm not gonna go anywhere. And so that's really, I believe you guys have tons of knowledge about this, about testing yourself, about biohacking, find the right supplements, getting the right sleep. That is all amazing and very powerful. But how much does that work without the mind? So what I want you to really start realizing is how much more powerful we are, and each thought is represented in your body. So whenever you're thinking about your body as the hardware, and think about your mind as the software. So just like we program the computer, what we do is we gotta connect to the internet to upload or download new software, the iOS or whatever droid you're on. Now the same way it works for us. We can download and upload different things, but if we don't spend that time in that stillness and silence and figuring out what these thoughts and what does the body actually needs, we're not listening to those inner guidance. Once you move from there, you go into emotions, which emotions can be real. That's what really life is about. Emotions were given to us as a connection to the spirit. And if our emotions continuously are guilt, fear, pain, suffering, our life is not gonna feel that great. So how can we take that time and ask, what emotions work for me? How can we download a different emotion system that will support us? And if we go back into this visualization, visualize yourself as an iPhone. You've got a set amount of apps, and each app represents a cycle that you are being fueled by. Now, each of that cycle, whenever you're holding that app and you exit out of it, you have a choice to delete that app. Now, when you take time and meditate on it, how computers are actually an extension of our mind and of our bodies, how we're working, and really everything around us, it's all coded. Everything is coded into this system that we have a choice to pull out of. Now, when we move into the fourth layer of the me, yourself, you recognize that there is something else out there. There's this thing called spirit. When you think of spirit, I love this analogy where ocean is the soul. That's the vastness of everything and oneness. And then each wave represents your individual consciousness. So each time there's a new wave, think about it that we're off the soul, but we're connected to this other meaning that we don't always spend enough time to really recognize and learn from. So what happened for me in this transformation, I hacked the me. I started working through all of these four levels, and in many different traditions, there might be 10, 15, 20 different levels, but for the sake of simplicity, this is something that everybody can grasp on. Now, when we move from the me, we go into the we, something called the collective consciousness. Very simple. When you look at yourself from the we part, there's different human connections that you can make throughout your life. I always like to say, what are those 5 people that you surround yourself with? Do they accelerate your growth? Do you exchange the proper biomasses? Or do they de-accelerate your growth and you need to redefine what these connections are around you? The second part of the we is the environment. It goes back to really the meaning of biohacking, taking control of you inside and outside. And what I mean by the environment is how much time do we spend in recognizing what gives us energy and what takes it away? Clean water, nice food, spending time in nature so we can go back to who we are, of Earth. So that's the we, the collective consciousness. When you move into the third part, it's the be. So the model that I teach is me, we, be. As simple as this. It's the supra-consciousness, something that we know or believe that universe was created 13.5 billion years ago. How did we get here? How come that we all of a sudden are here on Earth and think that it's some sort of coincidence? A lot of people do. Or they think, otherwise. So what be is, that's the being. How much time can you spend in your essence? How much time can you connect deeper into the higher expression, so that way you can integrate back to your isness. And that's really what these tools that I teach are about. So some of the tools that I've learned, it's through breath work, it's through meditation, sound healing. There's many, many beautiful things that we can learn that will bring us back to this essence. And that's something that I would like to do right now. So if you guys allow me, let us do a quick little exercise on how to connect back and how to expand that consciousness. The way this is gonna go, let me see if we can press play. Is it possible that we just press play? Perfect. And then can you make it start from the beginning? So close your eyes. What is consciousness? Who are you? Who am I? Question that. Relax every part of your body. And just to start, there's 9 senses that we operate in. You know the 5. So connect to your sense of feeling. If you want to rub your hands a little bit, or your fingers, just connect to your feeling, your touch. Connect to your breath in a slow rhythm. About 6 seconds on inhale, 6 seconds on exhale. Relax your body and connect to your taste. Just visualize maybe a little lemon inside of your mouth. Now connect to the sound, the music, or also connect to the behind the sound. How much more can you heighten your senses? Connect to your sight. And if you want, just for a second, open your eyes and look at that heart in the middle of this. And just start breathing slowly but surely into that heart as well as into your heart. Inhale. And exhale. In and out of your heart. Now there's 4 other senses. Psychic hearing. Those little whispers that are telling you all the time what you should be doing more of, where you should show up. But it's that inner subtle whisper. Connect to it. Everybody has it, but it's not that loud noise. It's that stillness and silence. Now there is this thing called psychic seeing. Close your eyes and connect into the center of your brain. Psychic seeing is something that you can see ahead of the time. Whatever it's a business plan, a new vision. Open that up. Then there's this thing called psychic feeling. And for that, we're gonna start breathing deep. So whatever you are, just inhale deeper, then exhale into your nose on inhale, and exhale out of your mouth. Let us go. Inhale. And exhale. Deeper on inhale. No force on exhale. Start breathing deep. Whatever it means for you, just open up that belly, that chest, all the way into your head. And just start breathing deep. This time, breathe into the base of your spine. The first energy center that connects you to Earth. Continue breathing deep. Whatever you are, give me more. Inhale. And exhale. Deeper on inhale. No force on exhale. Let us go. Inhale. And exhale. Keep on going. And let it go. Final 5. Now breathe even deeper, even stronger. Start charging that breath. Start connecting to the base of your spine and visualize this white beam light that is recalibrating, reharmonizing your first energy center. Final 2. And 1. Give me a massive inhale. Hold your breath and squeeze your bathroom muscle. The first energy center, hold the intention there. Open up that light. Feel. Expand. Upgrade. Exhale. Second energy center. Back to deep breathing now. Fully in. Let it out. Deeper on inhale. No force on exhale. And just keep on going. Take this time for you. It's a very short breathing exercise, but what I want you to do is start focusing on that area right underneath your navel. Visualize this white beam of light. Continue opening that up, rewiring, recharging, re-energizing. Now, whatever you are, if this is a little too hard, stay with me. Surrender, relax. Final 10 deep breaths. Let us speed it up. Fully in. Let it out. Deeper on inhale. No force on exhale. Keep on charging that breath. Keep on focusing on that navel area. Final 5. Go even deeper. Go even faster. Final 3. Final 2. And 1. One more deep inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze your lower abdomen. Reharmonize that area. We've got 7 energy centers that connect us to those deeper 4 senses. Can you feel? Sense the weightness. Sense the lightness. Feel the tingling. Connect to the feet, grounding you down. And exhale. Third round, third energy center. Let us go back to breath. You know what you're doing. Fully in. Let it out. Fully in. Let it out. Now, move the energy into your center of power, your solar plexus. Start breathing from that area, but also extend the energy into your hands. This moves us into the third sense, the psychic feeling. That's something that you activate anytime you feel there was a fight in a room. Anytime you felt that person just didn't feel right. Let us connect to it. You know what I'm talking about. Activate it, energize it. Final 10 breaths. Let us go. Fully in. Let it out. Feel that intention. Where intention goes, energy flows. Can you bring more energy into your solar plexus, the center of power? Final 5. Give me all that you got. Let us go. Inhale and exhale. Final 2. And 1. One more deep inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze your upper abdomen. And just feel. Extend the energy into your hands. Sense the vibration. Sense the flow. Expand the sense of feeling. Sense the room around you. Tune into the people that are here with you. Exhale. Step into your heart. Move the energy into your heart, and now we're gonna breathe in and out of your mouth. We're gonna go into the 4th energy center, reharmonization. Let us go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathing in and out of your heart. Your heart is this powerful, energetic field of this sensation, how you can tap into your emotions, into the people around you who you live with. Now, can you keep on breathing in and out of your heart, but connect with the people you love. Connect with all of the beautiful beings that are of you. Keep on expanding that love, expanding that feel, harmonizing. And now, final 10 deep breaths. Can you go as deep and as fast as you can? Let's go. Allow yourself to be heard, to be felt, to be seen. Let us go. Open up that heart, open up that gate portal, reharmonize, re-energize, sense that beam of light activating. Final 3, Final 2. And final deep inhale. Hold your breath. Now squeeze your bathroom muscle, lower abdomen, upper abdomen. Flex your arms. Push the energy into your heart. Hold it, squeeze it, feel it, activate it. Hold it for 5. Sense the love for 4. Open up that heart for 2. Exhale. Let us keep on going. We're gonna move the intention and energy into your 5th energy center. And this time, anytime you exhale, make the sound of Let us go. Fully in. Let it go. Now open up that 5th energy center. Whenever you are not hurt, you did not speak up, visualize those situations. Allow yourself to imagine somebody that has caused a lot of pain in your life. Some situation that you are holding back, and keep on releasing it with the sound of Keep on going. Inhale, exhale. Deeper on inhale, let it go on exhale. Louder. Final 10. Final 9. Let us go. Full in. And open up that center. Rewire it, re-energize it, reactivate it, upgrade it now. Final 3. Final 2. And one more deep inhale. Hold your breath in your throat. And just pause right there. Visualize those people in front of you that you need to uplift, that you're holding anger towards, that you need to release. And everybody exhale, scream out loud. Release it. Alrighty, 2 more to go. Let's go into the 3rd eye, or the center of your brain, and we're gonna breathe from this place. This time, we're gonna do a little double breath. You're gonna inhale first into your belly, then into your heart, and push it up into your head. Let us go. Full in. Keep it up. Now visualize this white beam of light. Visualize this light flashing into your brain, into your eyes. Start tuning in and opening up that pineal gland. Stay with the breath, stay with the flow. Belly, heart, exhale. Final 5. Final 4. Final 3. Open up that light. And one more deep inhale. Hold your breath and now squeeze your core. Flex your arms as much as you can. Tilt them like this. Push the energy into your brain and watch for the light. Sense the light. Hold it right there. Squeeze it. Feel it. Exhale. Final round. Let us move the intention into your top of your head, right around your, right above your forehead and top of your head. This is gonna be your 7th energy center, and also the place where we can find the 4th psychic sense, psychic knowing. When you knew you shouldn't have gone to that place, when you felt that inner clock ticking. Let us breathe. This time, everybody focus on deeper exhale. 4 seconds exhale, 2 seconds inhale. Full in. Let it go. Sense the wave. Sense the circular breathing. Sense the energy on top of your head. Start lifting and shaping outward, up into the top of the sky. Start connecting yourself deeper and deeper. Fully in and fully out. Let us go. Final 10. Whatever's left, get it to me. Feel into it. Connect into yourself. Final 5. Final 4. Final 3. 2. Feel yourself. Embody that. And one more deep inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze your core. Flex your arms again. Push the energy up into the top of your head and feel. send the energy outward into your soul, into your spirit. Feel the energy. Exhale. And just pause. Pause right here. And sense, how does your frequency feel right now? Slow down your breath. Observe your body awareness. Relax every part of your body. And slowly, but surely, come back to this room. Look around you. How do you feel right now? This was less than 10 minutes of just a little consciousness expansion. Now what happens is when we spend the time in the stillness and silence and activating these deeper meanings of us, there's so much more. There's so much more to feel, to tune into. How many of you felt a little tingling sensation around your body? Beautiful. We did like 10 to 15 breaths. That's it. And, for me, the journey started with doing everything, ayahuasca, psilocybin, and really diving in, but everything came back from the external back to the internal. Breath is what you're born with and what you will die with. But how much more awareness and consciousness can we bring into your breath through every step of your life? So now for this moment, from this moment on, can you continue observing your breath? About 6 seconds on inhale, 6 seconds on exhale. Can you continue being in your body when you're listening, when you're talking? So you can bring more layers of this awareness into every single situation, into every single moment of your life. Can we please, this is a beautiful Lena's presentation, which always start with gratitude. And we're gonna head into a couple more slides. So the next, perfect. So this next slide, sorry, it's on the Google Chrome. And then all the way on the right, to the right, yes. Alrighty, so it goes into this little explanation. So after all of these years, it really came back to, simplicity. So these are the layers of our existence and all the different planes. So think about what I was talking earlier as first we're off Earth. So how can we ground ourselves? How can we acknowledge more of Earth? Currently, the way we live is a completely unsustainable way to be off Earth and with Earth. And so coming back into this regenerative mindset has really changed everything. Sustainability is like 1980. It's regenerative agriculture economy that we really have to focus on. When you move up, it's the body, then your emotions and your mind. So I talked about this earlier. How can we reharmonize each and every aspect? Now, something I'm going to teach you next. So today is really about more of the further of consciousness. And for me, I went through a psychic school that has really changed my life to a perspective that every single one of you is a psychic. We have these 4 senses that I talked about, the psychic hearing, seeing, feeling, and knowing, have been given to us for the divine communication. So anytime we say intuition, where does it come from, right? It's the knowing. And by the way, if you're thinking, you're not knowing. When you require thinking, then you're still in your mind. When there's no requirement for your thoughts, that's when you know. That's when you knew you shouldn't have been somewhere. And more we can tune into these senses, more we can go into these higher levels of consciousness. So what I want you to do, a real quick exercise, how to tune into your soul, into your spirit, into the higher realms. Just simply visualize this intention and energy from the base of your feet, traveling slowly but surely, all the way up. until you move it up into the top of your head and about 8 inches above your head. So what happens in that sense, when you think of your spirit and how to connect deeper into that, your soul, the way you do it is you shift the energy up and visualize a little crater or an iceberg. When you see a tip of an iceberg, it's just this little tiny future compared to what's underneath the iceberg, right? There's this vast energy. So if you reverse an iceberg, that's where your soul lies. So think about a tip of an iceberg, your physical body, your integration on earth, and then think about the soul as this vast energy of information above you. Now there's 2 different ways how to connect. You have this higher self or subconsciousness, which can be triggered through meditation, which can be done through hypnosis or in lucid dreaming. Or you have that egoic mind when we're operating out of our thoughts. Now, the best discernment for how are you operating and where you're operating from, majority of times your thoughts create some sort of fear. They're continuously being repeated from your past. So you're either thinking of your past or you're projecting into your future. And the reason why you continuously see wars in the world and why we continuously see the same cycle, it's because we continuously operate from the past, projecting into the future. Now, when you step outside of it, if there's one thing that I've learned in life, the magic can happen. Now we're listening to our true self or the higher self that is always there just waiting for us to tap into. So here's a different approach to the me, we, be, just so you kind of have that idea of the singular consciousness, collective, and the supra. They're all of the same, and we operate continuously on all of the same as well. Now, I put this little 10 levels of consciousness, and it's just something interesting that I've learned because a lot of people have a hard time understanding we're one. We're one kind, and that everything is alive, everything is energy. Now, everything is an energy, and when I looked at these 10 levels, I'm going to give you a quick explanation kind of how I look at it. So level 1 is a rock, very dense energy that moves over a period of very long time. Level 2 is animal system. Each and every animal is operating out of a consciousness, but it's still slower. It generally is like a collective consciousness. If you move into a level 3, you start having an ego, and it kind of moves into a self-centric person that lives on Earth. 4th until 6th, it's evolution. So as you can see, even on Earth, if you have a spiritual beings that are, let's say, gurus and shamans of this world, they operate out of much higher consciousness because their main sole purpose of life stops being the simplicity of what we're doing, but it's about who we are. Now, up to about level 6, you can operate out of ego, and that is something very scary that we see in today's leadership. You can see people that can make it very, very far, but the motives, the why, is not fueled by love and by the greatest good. It still could be fueled by self-interest. Once you move into level 7 and 8, think about that as like Jesus or Buddha, somebody that is enlightened, that have anchored the higher realms of existence with the existence on Earth. And these people have made a massive shift on Earth. Level 10 is back to essence, back to unity, back to oneness. And that's something that we no longer need or manifest our physical form. When you move through this, I kind of made it a little bit easier for the consciousness. So when you go up like 4 to 6, how we operate, think about the people that you know in your life. So the level 1 is life sucks, and it could be the hardships. I'll give you an example. For people that are in this level, it could be gangs, it could be somebody that is starving, that literally is operating out of hunger, and the life does suck, because these people don't know where else can they go. Level 2 is my life sucks, so I've recognized that I am worse, my life is worse than yours, and it's that never-ending victimhood. I'm pretty sure you guys know quite a few friends in that mindset. The third phase is I am great and you're not, or self-confidence. Now, each of these steps, by the way, I know I've wrote them in kind of very like a simple way, but if you look at I am great, it's people that start having confidence. They know that they're strong. A lot of times people with high-level education can, have this separating knowing. But what happens is they're still living out of separated consciousness. The fourth way is we are great and you're not. Easiest way to explain or see that is when you have a team against team or country against country, it's a unified whole, but it's still competing. We're still not in the higher rounds. The fifth stage is universal peace, ascension, and back to our essence. Unfortunately, not many people yet operate out of this place, but this is how I kind of seen the progression, because of the meaning in your life truly shifts and changes. The minute that you've done something well for yourself, you will naturally want to be giving it to another and naturally be wanting to create your own groups of people. Now, we live on this pivotal time on Earth, and it's very discerning, but also very beautiful. COVID, more than ever, has brought that you have two different ways to operate. You either operate out of love or you operate out of fear. The quantum DNA frequency shifts the minute that we leave all that fear behind. Now, how do we do that? We take this self-time, self-work, where we go back to that me, what are the thoughts that fuel you, what is the body, how does the body feels, what are the emotions that we're generating, so that way, anywhere that you see on this growth, that there is fear, there is lack, then you gotta rewrite those, repattern those, so you can open up that field of love. So, here's my big thing that I've been really and truly inspired by. You know, I started with biohacking and all of the different things that we need for the physical body, but it all now is coming back to me. If we don't increase our consciousness, we're not gonna be able to live on Earth. Think about the technology, how much we have grown over the last 100 years, and think about religions. We've been listening to the same thing for the last 2,000 years. So if there is something that we really truly need to inspire and do, how can we bring love? How can we expand consciousness into this greater awakening that we are here on Earth? Now, for me, it was first to wake up. Like, I'm so much more than I thought. We are, all of us. And when we are in that limited mindset, we continue being small. So for me, I had to really rediscover my why. Why am I here? What do I want to do? And it's happened to me several times. I used to be very successful entrepreneur, opening businesses all over the world. And I literally, even though it was a purpose-driven Orange Theory Fitness business, which is, you know, doing a lot of great stuff in the world, I still didn't feel like I was in my purpose. It wasn't until I went into the dark cave, spent 10 days with no food and no light, that I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? There's so much more. So the third phase for me was regenerate. Regenerate your body, the inside, the me, and regenerate the outside. Around us. Educate, continue educating yourself, but view how much time do you spend on educating around your physical and mental energies, and how much time do you spend on educating around your spirit, around the greatest vastness of why we're here, so we can experience the deeper connection on this earth. Now, it's on you. So create a daily ritual. How can we start the day not with the phone? How can we leave the phone behind and start the day with a little breath work, a little meditation? Start the day in realizing back how powerful we are, how amazing and immense we can be when we're not operating out of that limited mindset. And so remember, your thoughts create words, and your words make up action. It's that simple, but yet so hard, because we don't feel that we are good enough or we have the same power as shamans and gurus in the world. This age is about totally different era, and that's that everybody is the guru. You are your own. How you spend your time is everything. When you spend time in stillness and silence, operating out of this higher level, your physical time is gonna shift. You're gonna feel so amazing. I had a little closing meditation, but we don't have time for that. So here, before I go, I wanted to quickly share with you some of the other resources. It'd probably be some of the different people that you've maybe have researched before, and that's the reason why. So number one, Jas Muhin. She is the one that has completely transformed my life. She's a breatharian, and I've trained under her for 5-6 years, becoming an ambassador of peace. And essentially what she does, she brought the pranic, not healing, but pranic fueling into the Western world. Now, at first, I thought this was absolutely ridiculous and crazy until I went into the cave and I start not fasting. So a lot of people say, so you're fasting for 10 days? No. you're fueling from a different source, your inner source. And that happens when you take that time, when you go back. Pavel Stuchlik, he's an amazing channeler, energy frequency worker. It's very powerful work. Stephen Greer, we've now known that UFOs are real, and he's been exposing all of these technologies and really unity consciousness to the world. Dolores Cannon, transformational. She's been doing quantum hypnosis work for 50, 60 years. She's unfortunately no longer with us, but her books have transformed my life. She puts people on a recording while they're in a hypnosis and brings people back into different planetary system, meets different healers of past time, including Nostradamus and beyond. And lastly, Pete A. Sanders, he wrote a book called You Are a Psychic. That's where my psychic training came from. And if you want to open yourself up to more, here's a really, really good way to start. Just read that book, see what it does for you. Now that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, for being here. I hope that little meditation helped you power up your day. I always say, if I can, you can. The purpose of life is here to be at our best, at this beautiful, magnifying people that we are. And if you guys want to get in touch, we do retreats, courses all over the world. I've even joined a company called Frequency Mind, where we're opening locations all around the country with breathwork, ecstatic dance, and meditation, so your mental fitness. And then lastly, with Whispering Tribe, we lead luxury retreats in the most unique locations from Egypt to Saudi and beyond. So would love to see you guys there. Thank you all.